Recording again.
The council is planning to hold events. The profit is 4 times the number of students who attend, minus $200 for cost. Write an equation that relates the profit to the number of students.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. So remember in any of the word problems, we were working on these in the last chapter, setting up the equations. We know it should have the form y equal mx plus b. So if it's 4 times the number of students and then minus 200, who can write the equation for me? Yep, James? Equal
4x.
Yep. Perfect. That's all it is. Okay, so you have the equation y equals 4x minus 200, right, Ariana and Katya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I want to create a table of value now. Page 11. All right. In yesterday's homework, it told you what numbers to use for x. So if it doesn't tell you what numbers to use, what can I do? 0? 1, 2, 3. Okay, but if I use 1, 2, and 3, my graph is gonna look very tiny and it's not gonna show me much information. All right. So, but as you said, I should just come up with my own numbers. Okay. How many points do I need to draw a line? 2. Yeah. So I'm gonna do 3 points just to make sure that I get a nice, accurate graph. So what is the least number of people that can go to this dance? 0, right? It could be a very crappy one that nobody goes to, or it could be a okay one. And as we were saying, instead of 1 person, 2 person, it might not go anywhere. So let's think of a bigger number. So for example, I'm gonna do 50 people and 100 people. Right? I came up with these numbers because I know the answer, so I kind of came up with that. So let's just say you just did 0, 10, 20, and you're not seeing the big picture, then increase the numbers. Do a bigger table of value. Okay. So if nobody goes to the dance, what's my profit? James. Negative 200, right? Which means I'm not making a profit. In fact, I'm losing money because I had to pay for the DJ. Right? What if 50 people go? So I sub in 50 in here. Who said it? 0. Good. Yeah, so that means I'm not making any money, but I paid for the DJ. I covered my costs. Okay, and what if 100 people go? I make $200. That's right. Okay, so now I can graph the data. So graph it. Okay. Yesterday the graphs that we did were mostly L graphs. All right, this one I'm gonna do a T graph. Okay, a sideways T graph like this because I have negative y values. So what is this? What is this number right here? 0, 0. Good job, Jeffrey. All right, so 0, 0. So it's 0 on the y, 0 on the x as well. And then let's say I do 50 people. Sorry. Oops. Wait. $100. $100. $200. Negative $100. Negative $200. Okay, and then for my x value, I need to fit in up to 100. So like let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say this is 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 100. Okay, so now I can plot my points. 0, negative 200, right here on the y-axis. 50 and 0, right here on the x-axis. And then lastly, 100 and 200 in the first quadrant. Okay, if I plot my dots correctly, when I connect the dots, what should I get? Huh? A straight line. How many? One straight line. Now, should I do a solid line or a dotted line?
A dotted.
Why? It looks nicer. All right. Why is this a dotted line and not a solid line? I need a better answer for that.
I think it's because I want to make sense to the small one because yeah, go ahead. You can continue it on. Okay, I forgot what like something to do with decimals. Oh, because it can't go in between the numbers.
Why not?
Because it's already like fixed the numbers.
Huh? I heard it over here. Jeffrey, what did you say? Yeah, you can't have half a person go to the dance, right? So because X represent number of people, right? So I can't have half a person go to the dance. So that's why it's a dotted line. Right? Dotted line. Can't have half a person. Alright. I would still draw the line though because there is a relationship between the number of people that goes to the dance and my profit. Right? And then lastly, how many students have to attend for me to make a profit? Yep. Sorry? 51. Excellent. Okay, because at 50, you can see that I'm break even. So at 51 plus people, then I start making money. Okay, and also, does it make sense if if I extend the line this way? Why not? Not because I can't lose more than $200, but what's on the other side of the axis? What does x-axis represent again? Yeah, you can't have negative people. Go O's. Right. So the least number of people we said can attend the dance was 0. If I go into the negative, it means that you're inviting ghosts. Okay. All right. If I see this question on the test and I get this graph, will I get full marks for this graph? No, James, what am I missing? Titles. How many titles? 3. Yeah. So this title is number of people. What is the title of this axis? Profit. Good. And so the title of my graph is? Perfect. Profit versus number of people attending. Okay, now I have all 3 titles. I have a nice scale for my graph, and I have my line. Okay. Page 15. Page 15. Can you guys skip to page 15? So now that we know how to graph, there's 2 types of special graph. Okay. So the first one, x equals negative 4. So let me just put this. And my axis, my x and y axis. Okay, x axis, y axis. Okay, x equals negative 4. It means no matter where, x is always negative 4. So when y is 0, what is x? Negative 4. When y is 5, what is x? When y is -8, what is x? Right, so no matter where, x is always -4. So when I connect the dots, what type of line do I get? What was that, Cheryl? All lines are lines. All lines are linear.
Straight line.
All lines are straight.
No.
Vertical, thank you. So whenever you see x equals, it means that it's a vertical line.
Oh, I remember this.
Right? So you know how we've been doing a y equals mx plus b form, which gives you a diagonal line. When you see x equals, it means it's a vertical line. Right? What about b then? Y plus 2 is 0. So what does y equal? -2. So y equals -2. So, Yara, if x equals gives you a vertical line, y equals gives you a horizontal line. That's right. And where is my horizontal line? When at y equals -2. Right, so whenever it's y equal a number, I know it's just a horizontal line going through that number. Okay. So what do you think the third one is? 2x equals 5. Is it horizontal or is it vertical or is it diagonal?
Vertical.
Vertical. Good. Because when you isolate the x, it's just 5 over 2, which is what number? 2.5. Yeah. So 2.5. So when you're graphing, it's okay to use decimal because it just tells you where to place that point. So this is about 2.5. So when you graph it, you know that it's about right here. Okay.
You have to always add arrows on the line.
Yes, thank you. Yes, so because your line actually goes on forever unless it's a word problem where it doesn't make sense to have negatives and so forth, or like a mark over 100%, then you would have a limit to it.
It's a word problem where I keep going on and on, and we just put the arrow on the positive side.
Yep. Okay. Can you guys take 3 minutes to try this one right here? So this one, I'm going to give you a hint. The first step is you want to rearrange it into y equals mx plus b form. The second one. Same page. Second one. Sure. Okay, so you guys are trying example 2 right now. Wrong. Trying example 2. Rearrange the equation to y equals mx plus b. And then create your table of value. Okay. Take 3 minutes. Try it. Okay. Yep. Part B says, as part A says, create a table of value. So part A, the first step is you want to rearrange the equation. Okay. After I rearrange it into y equals mx plus b form, now I can do my table of value. So again, here, it tells you what values to use for x. But what if it doesn't tell you? What values can I use for x? Right? If it doesn't tell you what to use, what do? You make your own, right? And what are the easiest numbers to use? 0, 1, okay, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay. So when you substitute -4 into the equation here, okay. So I just want to show on the calculator how you would do this, how you would calculate this. Okay, so this is the equation. 3/2. So let's say Jeffrey, 3/2 on the calculator. How do I do that? Yeah, 3/2 is the same as just 3 divided by 2. And then you press the equal sign. X. I'm going to replace the x with -4. So I'm going to times -4 and then minus 3. I get -9. Okay. Next one, 3/2. Press the equal sign. Whenever you do fractions, you want to press the equal sign first so that you get the number. And then times it by 0, minus 3, you get -3. Right? If my math is correct, what do you think that last number should be? 3. And 3 ways for me to check. 1, subbing it into the equation. 2, follows the pattern. 3, when I plot it, it should come to a straight line. So you see how all 3 of these are interchangeable. You should be able to do all 3. Given this, do this, or given this, do that, or given this, do this. Okay, and that's how your graph should look like. Or did someone else's graph look different than mine? 1 second, I'm almost done. So do all your graphs look exactly like this?
No.
No. Is it wrong though?
No.
So why is mine and your different? Use the different scale. That's right. Okay, so depending on your scale, my graph can look a little different than your graph. Her graph can look a different than Ariana's graph, and so forth. So it's not necessarily wrong, but you want to make sure you choose a nice scale so that when you do your graph, I'm not getting a tiny little graph, and I'm not getting a humongous graph that takes up the whole page. Okay. One last thing. What scale did I go by for my y? By 2s. What about my x? By 1s. Right, by 1s. Right. So these are independent axes. So I could go by 1s for my whole x axis, and I can go by 2s for my whole y axis. So it doesn't have to be the same number. Okay, so that's those are the examples for today. As you can see, we're just building on. Every day we're building a little bit more on linear relations. So for the rest of class, please work on page 16 to 18. And then, as I mentioned, tomorrow we're going to do page 19 on interpolation, extrapolation. And then what do you notice? Oh, that's the end of the chapter already. Are we having a test then? No. We could, but I think you guys rather not. So instead of a test for this chapter, we're going to do an assignment on Friday. The assignment is nothing that you need to study for. It's a nice, easy assignment for you guys to work with a group, boost your markup. You can use your notes. You guys can discuss each other. So nothing that you really need to study for. It's just, I just want to see if you guys can make graphs and read a graph, basically.